I'm going to start out with a nice neutral flame, a nice wide flame, and I'm going to heat up an inch to an inch and a half of this tubing, and then inflate. Then I'll take my blue exotic stringer and start to place dots evenly around the bubble. Probably 2 to 3 layers of dots, not on top of each other, but kind of radiating in a circle, kind of a sunflower pattern. Then the tube is going to be heated evenly and collapsed. I'll kind of reinflate the tube once or twice to ensure that those blue exotic dots melt in evenly. I'm also making sure that I don't apply too much heat, because the exotics tend to be colors that don't respond well to overheating. So I'm using a neutral flame, but heating it in the outer portion of the flame, and careful not to let the color boil. After the bubble has collapsed and the dots have all melted in smoothly, I'll press down on a graphite marber and kind of give it a little bit of a puff to kind of bring the wall away from the disc that's just formed. I'll then pony up to the disc, change my flame setting so I've got a nice tight flame, and heat the edge of the disc. I'm going to flame cut right at the edge. So you heat the edge of the disc until it's molten. Blow and pull away at the same time to separate the tubing from the disc that has just formed. And this is what we're going to be using as our turtle shell. Heat the edge of the disc and gathering up the rest of that tubing that's left on there, creating kind of a rim. I change positions on the punty. Take my transparent green rod and attach the head. I attach the head and stretch it upwards at an angle, about a 45-degree angle, and detach. And I'll leave a little bit of extra color to kind of gather up into a head shape. So then we're going to start on our fins. I use a pair of mashers to give myself a flat little disc to heat up the side of the body and attach the disc. And then when I form my flippers, I just heat one side of that disc that I attached and pull away. And that actually creates a nice heat gradient. When I pull away, it pulls more from one side of the disc than the other and gives us a nice flipper shape. I repeat that process for the other side, for the front and the rear. Add a tail and then start on a loop. I start the loop with a 4mm clear rod. Try to attach to the back of the flipper. Stretch out and reattach, and there you go. My neutral flame is a flame that's made up pretty much equally of propane and oxygen. It's a flame that I use for most colors. You don't normally run into problems with reduction. It's a great flame for clear glass. It carries a lot of heat, and it's pretty much my all-around sculpting flame. A good kind of rule of thumb is to look at the candles. You want the candles to be close to the same length. The center candle is going to be maybe a third farther than the outer candles of the flame. So this is a perfect all-around flame. An oxidizing flame, you start out with a neutral flame and increase the oxygen. You're going to hear more of an audible hiss. And this is a flame that I use to work with any colors that either have problems with boiling or reduction. It's closer to the tip of the torch, it's a hotter flame, but further away it gets cooler very quickly. So you can work boiling colors further out in the flame. A reducing flame is start off with a neutral flame and increase the propane until the candles are much longer than they normally would be. You'll notice that the back end of your flame is going to curve upward, and there's not going to be a lot of thrust behind the flame. It's kind of an ambient heat. It's going to take a while to heat clear glass thoroughly. It's a great flame to warm things up slowly, and it's a great flame to bring any reduction qualities out of any reducing glass that reduces.